This is Latin Henle first year, page 408, exercise 408. This is D-Day. Cum dies constituta adveniset, duces Americani, propter magnitudem venti ad Gallium navigare non potuerant. When, it's a cum clause with a subjunctive, this is in the pluperfect subjunctive, when the determined days, or decided upon days, had arrived, the American leaders, propter magnitudem, on account of the magnitude of the wind, were not able to sail to France. Nam magnitudo ventorum navibus nocet. For the magnitude of the winds did harm to the ships. Remember, nocet, noceo is one of those verbs that takes the dative. So it did harm to the ships. Itaque in Britannia diutius manserunt ne venti et mare navibus nocerent. Therefore, in Britain, so this is with the ablative, we are not implying motion here. They're just sitting there in Britain. For a long time they remained, lest the winds and the sea, and here is nocere, second principal part, with its ostmost as an ending. That's our imperfect subjunctive, because it's in an utne purpose clause. And it's a secondary tense here, primary sequence. So secondary tense, this one's in past, and this is happening at the same time, so it's primary sequence in the imperfect here. If this was in the past and this was happening before, this would be in the pluperfect. But happening at the same time, they remained in Britain, lest the winds and the sea do harm to the ships. Postea, afterwards, vero, magnas copias transmare in Galliam uno die traduxerunt, ut hostibus nocerent. Afterwards, truly, they sent, it's our perfect tense, one day into Gaul, across the sea, large troops, in order that they might kill the enemies. Hostes magnas munitiones fecerant. So, facio, facere, feci, factus is our verb to make. This is the third principal part within, it's not eust it, imus istus erunt. So it's not perfect tense. It is eram, eras, erat, eramus, eratus, erant, endings on the third principal part. That is the subjunctive. The enemies had made large munitions, large fortifications. Tamen, however, Americani eorum quae socii et ad mortem et ad victoriam parati, illas munitiones ceperunt, et hostes in fugam conjecerunt. However, the Americans, that quae is and, the associates or allies of them, both to death and to victory prepared. Captured, again that's capio, capere, cepi, captus, third principal part, we're in the perfect tense. They captured those munitions and they threw the enemies into flight. Remember, hic hi coke is this, ille, illa, illud is that. So they captured those munitions or those fortifications. So here we have our boats landing on D-Day on the coast of France. Dux fortis et magnus nomine Bradley praefuit exercitui Americano. A leader brave and great, by name of Bradley. Praefuit is our new verb here that was on this page. It's praesum, praese, praefui, praefuturus. It is I am in command of or I'm in charge of. It's sum esse fui futurus with prae in front of it. and it takes the dative. That's why it's intransitive. So here, he praefuit, third principal part. He was in charge of, and here's exercitus, one of our fourth declension nouns in the dative. So fourth declension is us, us, we, u. So here's that we dative. So he was in charge of the army, the American army. None et ducem nostrum et milites nostros propter virtutem semper laudabimus. Future, oughtn't we to praise both our leader and our soldiers on account of virtue always? Here we have Magnae copiae in Gallium traductae sunt. Large troops into Gaul are brought.